February for many of us was pretty slumpy, but I still managed to read 11 books, so I'm going to take that as a win. I enjoyed most of the books that I read this month, but one of them I absolutely hated, so let's get that one out of the way first. Annie Bot by Sierra Greer. This just felt so surface level. I don't know, I did not like it at all. It felt like the author did zero scientific research other than a quick Google. You know, you might like Annie Bot, not every book is for everyone, but if you're looking for an AI versus humanity story that is powerful, evokes emotion, has a lot of scientific research and feels quite profound, then I would recommend Becky Chambers' A Closed and Common Orbit, which is, I think, the second book in the Wayfarer series. Absolutely incredible. I read this before I read Annie Bot, and there is just no comparison, in my opinion. I read a classic this month, Jane Eyre by Charlotte Bronte. I actually read this via audio, and Thandie Newton narrates it, and she is absolutely incredible. There's not really much that I can add to this other than I had a fantastic time, and I will definitely be picking up some more classics in the near future. As previously mentioned, I read A Closed and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers, and I also read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet and A Record of a Spaceborne Few, and they are all part of the Wayfarer series. I'm halfway through the fourth book. They're all absolutely incredible. Her writing is just quietly profound, and I always just feel a little bit wiser after finish it. I would describe it as cozy sci-fi, absolutely worth all the hype that it gets. Another absolute banger I read this month, thanks to Madison's recommendation, is The Devil and Mrs. Davenport by Paulette Kennedy. This book was everything. The vibes, setting, the overall messaging and themes. It's just so good. I went into it knowing absolutely nothing, and I would highly suggest you doing the same. The audiobook is great as well. I was obviously having a little bit of a Becky Chambers hyperfixation this month because I also read the second book in the Monk and Robot series, which is A Prayer for the Crown Shy. Absolutely loved it. This series is comfort in a book. It's our world where life as we know it has crumbled and has made way for something a lot better. Life is just a lot simpler. Honestly, this series is incredible, and they're only short books, so you could literally finish them in a sitting. Margot's Got Money Trouble. This was such a surprise for me. I picked it up because I wanted something light and easy, but it was just such a fun, incredible and thoughtful read. Highly recommend. Fulton Grace by Ruby Landers. If you've ever watched the TV show Nashville, imagine that, but make it lesbian. The chemistry between the characters was believable and not cringe. The slow burn was so delicious, and yes, it is pretty spicy. If you've seen my most recent video, you'll know that I have started on my Brandon Sanderson journey. I read The Final Empire, which is the first book in the Mistborn trilogy. If you want to know my full thoughts and reactions, I've actually just posted a cozy vlog on my YouTube channel, so feel free to go over there and check it out. What was the best book you read in